Welcome to another episode of the STG project. I am so excited that you're here. I am your host, your guru, your mentor, your guide through the fitness realm, Lachlan Farley, and we are here today to help you to truly transform your life. We are here to deliver information for women over the age of 40 so that they can get the true advice from in the trenches of what actually works. So I'm here to entertain you, I'm here to give you some knowledge and hopefully to inspire you to do something more, and if you love it, to spread the word. So let's get into today's. We're going to talk about why most gyms aren't for you. Whew. So let me tell you a story. I used to go to one of the 24/7 gyms, and let's be real here, they're not really built for your average person. Hell, they're barely built for me, someone who's been lifting weights for 15 years, someone who loves working out, someone who's reasonably fit. It's not really built for me. It's still an intimidating place filled with testosterone and egos and all the joyous things. And as much as the gyms try, that's still really what it is. There are exceptions to the rules and sometimes it works, but more often than not, that's what it ends up playing out as. So this gym had the most obscure, all over the joint messaging. So as you walk in the front door, there is a drawing of the Hulk telling you to get after your workout. And then as you get in, there's all these pictures of like Mr. Olympia, like the guys that people think about when they talk about bodybuilding. Like they're just ridiculously huge, like they're massive men, with quotes over to inspire you to, work out harder and things like that. And then there's this ad and it's like, over 40, want some help getting in shape? Let us help you. And then it listed out and they were selling some program, I can't remember. But I kid you not, they have a photo of people from a nursing home. Like these people have walkers and they've got to be in their 90s. But that's the image they used for 40-year-olds. Makes you feel good, doesn't it? Makes you feel like, you can do this. That the people who will be training you are viewing you as so old and decrepit that they've used a picture from a nursing home. And look, it wasn't just me. People took the piss. People, made it one. If you're over 140, this is for you. And especially the things they were talking about. And it was like, let's do some very gentle stretching and, body weight movements, and we'll just kind of move around the area. And it's like, you're over 40. You're not being put out to pasture. Let's get some reality check in this. And it becomes this thing of, more often than not, especially for women, as I've discovered recently, you reach this point and people are just like, you're old and that's it. And it's just not true. It's so not true. And it's so depressing to watch my industry treat people like this. It's just disgusting. And so we go on this journey, and I had this conversation with an incredible client of mine the other day, and she was like, we're invisible. I was like, what do you mean you're invisible? No, you're not. She's like, as a woman, you get over a certain age and you become invisible. People stop looking at you, companies stop advertising for you, you aren't in movies, people don't treat you with respect in the shops, all this kind of stuff. It's this massive shift. You'll hit a point where people just don't see you anymore. You aren't in media. You aren't represented. Hell, they barely even advertise you anything except for menopause and you're getting old kind of thing. Do you not want to get old? And it took me a while to realize that it was true. Part of the reason why I started Steps to Greatness was because, especially women, but especially over that age of 35, 40, they're just completely underrepresented. There was nothing there for them. There was no safe space. There was no place to make them feel comfortable. None of the training was designed for them. And that's one for another episode, and I will be covering it. But this whole thing I was like, whoa. But it's true. Like, it's this notion of you hit a certain age in general, but especially as a woman, that you can't do anything anymore. And it's not true, especially when we're talking weight loss, strength, all that kind of stuff. We have a client who's in her 70s. Whew, she's a badass. Oh, I love it. She comes in and she just crushes those workouts. She just goes to town on it. Because she made the decision that it wasn't going to matter, that she was going to do the work and she was going to be strong, fit, and confident. So she fell off the roof. She was up on a ladder and she fell off. Fractured a couple of discs in her back. The surgeon, the physio, and her doctor were blown away by her recovery. They've we have not seen anyone recover this fast, period, let alone over the age of 30. She's in her 70s. And they put it down to how much exercise she did. That she does weight-bearing exercises 4 days a week. That she eats right. She does all these things. You don't know that she's 70 unless she tells you. No idea. And that's more of the common story. We get these women who come in and they've been through these things. They've done the cardio, they've done the circuits, they've done the classes, and let's be honest, they're really not meant for you. I will cover that later, but they're just not. We get them start lifting weights, we get them into HIIT, we get them to eat protein, we get them to work properly, we get them to activate the muscles. They become strong, they become fit, they become confident, they become unstoppable. Just like they should have been all along. They just needed the little bit of assistance and guidance to get it to happen. They just needed someone to support them because the capacity is there. And this is what we love. This is what we thrive on, is the ability to change people's lives in this manner. Because it's a night and day difference that we get to this end and you're just like, that's a different person. So this is my point to you today, guys. People are going to overlook you. The gyms are not going to be designed for you, but you need to find a place that is for you. Look, I would love it. I would love it if you come to my studio or if you came to work with my online program. I would absolutely be overjoyed to help you with that. But even if you don't, you need to lift weights. You need to eat protein. You need to eat good, healthy sources of fats. You need to embrace that. You need to do HIIT. And your life will change. You will become the person that you know you are in that physical stature. And fitness compounds into so many different areas. It's so important. So that's my piece for you today. Don't be the 40-year-old who looks like a 90-year-old. Step up, do the work, lift some weights, eat the protein. That's all I have for you. I'm Lachlan from the STG project. And I cannot wait to talk to you again. But as always, if you enjoyed this, if you found value in it, please help us. We're trying to start a movement. We're trying to impact as many lives as humanly possible. So please share this, spread it, tell a friend about it. Help us get the word out there. I truly appreciate it. Until next time.